This week on Silver Screen, we take a look at Teen Tech Week,
the drama department's first musical,
and the one-year anniversary of Devon Caper's death.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork.
Today is Friday, February 27th.
And your Silver Screen report starts now.
Devon Caper's senior year was tragically cut short last February when he lost his life after a basketball game. Ariana Mount has an update on how students and faculty recognized the anniversary of his murder.
February 17th marked the one-year anniversary of Devon Caper's death. This day, recognized as Cape Day, connected the students and staff in the school.
I think that it's definitely brought everyone closer together for sure. The loss of students is never easy, and I think that definitely brought Dutch Fork together because everyone had to go through it together and learn to cope with it. And I think it's definitely made us more of a family and united and stronger all together.
It was just good to see that everyone still has remembrance of him, and obviously we still care and stuff like that.
To commemorate Devon, Student Council made a banner for students to sign and hang up on the one-year anniversary.
I kind of wanted a sort of memorial thing for him because it was a one-year thing, and I was trying to think of something that the whole school could be involved in. And so I figured making the banner and hanging it up and giving every student the opportunity to sign it would be a good way to bring the school together to remember him.
I think that our school acknowledged it very well. And I even told my students this last year too, as we were trying to cope with the situation, that it's not something that you want to do to dwell on the negative aspect. I think focusing on the positive of how great of a person he was and how much we enjoyed his presence and celebrating him, as opposed to dwelling on the other part of the situation, which was really negative and sad.
Throughout this year, Devon's case has been in process. Just recently, advancements have been made. Through multiple preliminary hearings as of February 13th, Kyrian Marcellus Dennis is charged with murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Although losing Devon was a tragedy, the experience has given some a different perspective on life.
I take things way more seriously now because, not even just from being there, I have a little brother, so I know, his older brother is going through some stuff, and it's a lot to take in as a kid dying.
I never take any day for granted. I always try to always, have a positive outlook on things, and I never let people leave my room being upset with me or me upset with them. I always try to make amends. We're all going to have our moments, but I always try to smooth those situations over because you truly never know.
This has been Ariana Mount with your Silver Screen Report.
During Valentine's Day weekend, the Dutch Fork band students participated in a band clinic at USC. While there, they attended concerts put on by the university and had the opportunity to learn from professional musicians. Malik Brazil plays the notes.
Dutch Fork band members attended a band clinic held by the University of South Carolina Valentine's Day weekend. They attended concerts and rehearsals with professional musicians.
We were all placed in different bands, and we played and worked on music all weekend, and we had different concerts and clinicians and master classes with the directors of USC, and it was really cool.
Well, the students went to USC and got the experience of being underneath a professional conductor, learning new music with some of the best students in our state, a lot of them being all-state players and first-year players in their programs. A lot of our first-year players got to go play with them and made one big, great ensemble. But through the weekend, they also had master classes with professional musicians on their instruments where they got to learn specifics on their instruments and got to translate that to our programs when they came back.
They learned new skills and techniques, such as learning to play with a college ensemble to better their musical abilities.
It's just a lot different than high school bands. You get kind of an experience, and you can kind of dip your toe into majoring in music or having a minor in music, and so it's really just a lot of different experiences and a lot more elevated than what you might get in high school.
The band's newfound skills not only bettered their program, but themselves as musicians.
The band clinic is very beneficial because it gives the students an opportunity to play with musicians that they're not used to playing with. And how is that different? And how quickly can they make that change and hear different things and different instruments? But it gives them more experience, the more music they read, the better musicians that they become, the more they're exposed to. So it's a great all-around experience for student and director.
Playing with professors at USC is a lot different than playing in high school bands, so it's a different experience, and you can learn a lot more just individually and playing with an ensemble and just how to be a better musician.
This has been Malik Brazil with your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is cadence, a noun meaning a rhythm or progression of sound.
Maddie, did you hear about Teen Tech Week?
Yeah, but I don't know too much about it.
Well, you're in luck. Here's Malik Walker with a preview.
Technology is a staple for teens everywhere, but many do not comprehend the risk that goes hand in hand with using technology. Enter Teen Tech Week, 5 days dedicated to educating and helping students learn about technology.
Teen Tech Week is a week, I think it was started by the American Library Association, just to help spotlight technology in schools.
It's used specifically in the library or media center, but it's grown to include a lot of other online technology issues.
While Teen Tech Week is on the horizon, students have plenty to look forward to.
The integration specialists and media specialists met to come up with a combined set of resources that we could use to share with our students. They also decided what each day of the week would be. So district-wide, each day, Monday is online addiction, Tuesday is digital footprint, Wednesday is cyberbullying, Thursday is passwords, and Friday is keeping personal information private. So for each of those days, the technology team has found a resource, some statistics, some interesting information to hopefully bring awareness to those issues across the student body.
I would believe that everybody should get involved with Teen Tech Week, and they should probably share their thoughts and new ideas and their technological experiences with others.
The Media Center is not being left out either. They are already prepping students and preparing ideas for Teen Tech Week.
In the Media Center, we're going to highlight our school-wide read. Hopefully we have some QR codes up around the school that you can scan to see what books are available through the school-wide read this year. They're going to be music books. We're going to put up our new green screen in the library, and so you are welcome to come by and check it out and see how it works. And we're also going to have a maker station available in our new collaboration area in the Media Center, and we're going to have students have the opportunity to make something out of duct tape.
This has been Malik Walker with your Silver Screen Report.
Last weekend, laughter and glee filled the auditorium as the drama department performed its first musical of the year, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Here's a look.
Last week, the drama department performed You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Being the first musical in years and the last major production of the year, it was a hit.
I think it went really well. I was really happy with it. I'm usually running around, so I don't even get to watch the whole thing on actual performance nights.
I thought it was fantastic, and there were a lot of things that we did well.
Everyone had their cues together. We got a lot of laughs, so I think it was pretty successful.
The preparations for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown not only included acting, but singing and dancing as well.
It's been a pretty intensive rehearsal process. They've had choreography, music, and acting rehearsals for about 6 weeks.
We rehearsed practically every day for a long time leading up to this, but it was completely worth it because I think that what we've ended up with is such a great show that is just so much fun, and everybody seems to really be responding well to it.
The actors who were in the play enjoy acting and encourage everyone to become involved with drama.
I enjoy acting because it gives you such a rush, and it's just so exciting every time.
I love acting because it lets me express myself in a different way.
In my 18 years of life, it's just one of the best things that I've ever done and ever been a part of. It's changed my life.
It just pulls you out of your shell. If you have sort of shy personality, there are other things in drama that are for you. I mean, there's tech, there's design, there's costume design. I mean, there's so many things you can learn and just grow as a person and become who you truly are. And for people that are kind of extroverts, acting is the best thing in the world, just for you to just pretend to be all these different people. It's very empowering.
This has been Maddie Mason with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students what play they like to see drama perform next.
I think that would be really funny.
I would love to see some type of superhero play because I find that type of thing interesting.
I would like to see them do Wicked because that's my favorite musical.
I have to say Madea Goes to Jail. Yeah. I mean, because I think they just need more comedy that appeals to everybody.
Senior Andrew Bremer has traded in his shoulder pads for a set of pencils. Lacey Jeter has the profile.
Paper, sketch pencils, and cars. Senior Andrew Bremer has loved drawing ever since he was a little boy.
I used to draw like every Sunday in church. We had like these little cards that I would always just like draw something down on. And elementary school, I would go in and just like draw random stuff.
Andrew has always been a really good artist. I've been friends with him for a really long time, and I've always known that he's really into art. And as the years go by, I see him progress and I see him get better.
I challenge my students, but he seems to always take it just one step farther.
Andrew is creating an art collection of drawings depicting different types of Mustangs.
Second semester in our AP class, we do a thing called a concentration. I just always have a really big focus on cars. And so I'm doing my concentration on like the 50 years of Mustang because that's what's coming up this year.
His series that he's doing on vintage cars is beautiful. The fact that he's doing it all in graphite is a very challenging medium and just shows that he's a master of what he's doing right now.
Last year, Andrew suffered a severe concussion from playing football. As a result, he had to quit playing the sport. Ever since then, art has been his outlet and emotional therapy.
Whenever I was like in the stands or something during this football season, it was just kind of like, I really wish I could have been down there. So this was a way to take my mind off of it.
It gives you a chance to like get away from normal things, like everyday life things, maybe your problems, get your feelings out. It's really good, and I feel like it has helped him.
It's been an honor to see Andrew blossom from last year. I got to teach him, and he was talented then, but it's really gratifying to see him invest his time into doing something and it really pay off in such a beautiful way.
This has been Lacey Jeter with your Silver Screen Report.
For some announcements. Are you interested in joining next year's newspaper, yearbook, or Silver Screen staffs? Come to an interest meeting next Thursday at 3:45 in room 251. See Ms. Gascon in room 250 or Ms. Medlock Green in room 252 for more information. The winners for this week's Black History Quiz questions are DeLorean Coleman, Jalen Bennett, and Tyron Spates. The overall winner will be announced this afternoon. Be sure to stop by room 220 today for your prize.
Thanks, Maddie. Music Club will hold its first annual open mic night March 11th at 6 p.m. Admissions will be $2. Sign-up will take place during all 4 lunches next week. Social studies teacher Lauren DeSplinter is looking for volunteers to help man a water station at the Columbia Run Hard Marathon next Saturday, March 11th. Students wanting or needing community service hours, please see Mrs. DeSplinter in room 34 for more information. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
During Valentine's Day weekend, the Dutch Fork... Sets up the camera. All right, we're ready.
No, I actually didn't. Okay. Walker, have it. Maddie, did you hear about? I don't know what to do with my face when she talks. Did anyone see?